Did you know that a lion, nature's ultimate predator, can spend up to 20 hours a day doing absolutely nothing? Not hunting. Not roaring. Just lying there, eyes half closed, tail flicking in the dust. We call it the king of beasts. But how often does this king actually rise to claim his throne? And more importantly, why, when faced with certain animals, does he choose to walk away? Today, we're peeling back the golden mane and asking the real question. When does a lion decide that fighting simply isn't worth it? Welcome to Buffalo vs. Lion Explained, a series where we go beyond the roars, beyond the chase, and dive deep into the survival logic of Africa's fiercest rivals. This isn't just another wildlife documentary. Here, we pause. We observe. We question. We ask, when does a lion, the so-called king of beasts, decide not to fight? What signals in nature tell it? This isn't worth it. Out of every 10 hunting attempts. Let that sink in. Most of the time, the king walks away, empty-handed. And when a lion fails, it doesn't just lose a meal. It might lose a week of survival. One misstep can mean a broken paw. A wrong target can lead to bruised ribs, or worse. That's why lions don't just look for prey. They assess the battlefield. Is the ground dry and noisy beneath their paws? Is the wind carrying their scent toward the herd? Are the buffalo tightly grouped, or is there a straggler at the edge? This is more than observation. This is instinct evolved into calculation. Imagine this. A hungry lion spots a lone buffalo. Its body tenses. Its eyes narrow. But then, it stops. The angle is wrong. The wind is wrong. The silence is wrong. Their pupils dilate. Their muscles tighten. But their instincts whisper, wait. The result? A delayed strike. A step back. Sometimes, even a full retreat. It's not cowardice. It's survival intelligence. The lion isn't just muscle and roar. It's a living calculator, constantly weighing risk, reward, and consequence. Not all prey are created equal. And in the eyes of a lion, a buffalo is never just a meal. It's a mountain of muscle, with horns like hooked daggers. It's not just about weight, it's about presence. And buffalo have plenty of both. A mature African buffalo can weigh nearly 5 times as much as a lioness. But mass alone isn't what makes lions hesitate. It's what that mass represents. Unity. Resilience. Resistance. Lions have learned this the hard way. They've felt the thunder of hooves charging back, not away. They've seen a herd circle their wounded and turn defense into retaliation. So, how do lions decide when to walk away? They read the buffalo like a book. They observe. Is the buffalo standing tall? Is its tail up? Are the others nearby alert? If the buffalo holds its ground, if its eyes don't flinch, if it doesn't run, that's not defiance. That's a signal. A signal that this hunt could turn into a disaster. Because buffalo don't run when they think they can win. And lions know. When prey stops fleeing, it might be preparing to fight back. And that's when nature rewrites the rules. The hunter pauses. Because the hunted just raised the stakes. A lion is not just a predator. It's a strategist. A calculator. A reader of risk written in the dust of the savannah. Sometimes, the most powerful decision is inaction. So, when does a lion choose not to hunt? First, when it's alone. Despite the image of a lone hunter, lions are team players. Without backup, even the king knows the odds are stacked. Second, when the sun scorches high. Overheating isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Muscles slow. Reactions lag. Energy bleeds faster than adrenaline can cover. Third, when the lion is injured. Even a scratch can tilt the balance. In the wild, a limp isn't just a wound, it's a sentence. A risk too costly for a species that survives by margins. And finally, when the prey simply doesn't run. A buffalo that turns to face danger. That plants its hooves and lowers its head. That's no longer a meal. That's a message. You'll pay to win this. Nature is filled with these quiet negotiations. A standoff. A pause. No roars. No charges. Just the wind and the weight of decision. And in that silence, the lion walks away. Not because it's weak, but because real strength isn't always in the leap. Sometimes, it's in the restraint. A lion isn't defined by how often it fights, but by how wisely it chooses its battles. Every retreat is not a failure. It's a calculation. A conservation of strength. A deferral of risk until the odds bend in its favor. That's not cowardice. That's survival. That's intelligence encoded in instinct, refined through a million years of evolution. And perhaps, it's a mirror. A reflection of how even the fiercest among us know. Not every fight is worth the cost. In the next episode, we dive into something deceptively simple. The buffalo's horns. A natural weapon that doesn't just defend, but can tip the balance of the entire savannah. Don't miss it. Because sometimes, it's not teeth that rule the wild, but horns.